Today is January 8, 2023. Hello everyone, I'm Sheena. This is Oliver.
What is that wood then?
I don't know.
That is the question.
Baka naman.
Shut the fuck. Oh my god.
And this is our new home. Last March of 2021, in the middle of the pandemic, we made the decision to abandon the city for a life in the countryside. We initially came up with a handful of places, but in the end, we chose the island of Palawan, Philippines. After 18 months of searching and visiting different properties, we finally found the one in August of last year. It's quite far from the beautiful lagoons and beaches of El Nido, but it has its own unique charm.
Hello. How are you doing today? Hi. Hello. She's so black and yellow and pink. Pink my ass, that's beige.
Right beside it is a river, and for some reason, its water displays a gorgeous shade of turquoise. Although, due to the constant rain these past few weeks, it looks more milky than turquoise. The rain also rendered the current too strong for a comfortable swim.
Don't do that, man. It's very strong and deep. It's dangerous.
So today, we're just hanging around the riverside to explore.
That's so good. You can't imagine. We should try that.
Speaking of exploration, there's definitely a lot to explore. A quick look at the landscape might make you marvel at the sweeping river, the long rows of cashews and coconut trees, but if you look more closely, there's much more. For example, right beside the spot where we usually swim is a cave that we recently discovered. It's not technically a cave, but a cave-like greenery woven by a guild of vines, trees, and shrubs conspiring together to create this small but enchanting masterpiece. And for one moment, I truly felt like a child again. It's as if I discovered a portal into a secret kingdom. If we look at it more scientifically, this is actually nature's typical way of being functional yet beautiful at the same time.
So let's just explore the different plants under the shade. This right here, with the really shiny leaves, this is actually coffee. Coffees are known to love the shade, so this is not a surprise that they chose to grow under these shades. So wouldn't it be nice? We'll have some coffee. Ah, that's nice. And beside the coffee, surprisingly, there are chilies. Nobody really admitted to planting them here, so This is probably a wild chili. I don't know. And as you can see, there are already fruits. Yeah, so that's chili. I love that. What mushroom is this? They look like chips.
I think that the same one I told you last time I found. That was right last time with the same shape.
Oh.
I think it's the same kind, and normally they are edible.
Oh yeah.
And now, let me show you the crops of the farm.
So this part here are bananas, some santol, and that right there, that little tree right there is a guyabano. We have harvested some before, but I think it's currently not bearing any fruits. And this here is another banana. And there's a little bit of a fruit right there, if you can see that. I don't know if you can, but it's there. And this right here is a kaimito tree. Oh, they're actually, did you see that? Do you see that? They're actually fruits right now. Oh, okay, so they already started bearing fruit as well. How cool.
And this right here are the coconuts. You really have to be careful when passing under these trees because they're quite tall and their fruits are heavy. So a falling piece of coconut could land you in a hospital, if not worse. And of course, the jackfruits. We've harvested some jackfruits in the past, but for some reason, they were all infested by pests, so we couldn't really eat them. They don't appear to have any signs of infestation for now, and we heard we should wrap them to keep the pests away. Aside from the jackfruit pests, we're currently having problems with the bananas magically disappearing overnight. We were expecting to harvest some bananas today, but when we got here, by the looks of it, someone already beat us to it. This is not the work of a monkey, nor a bird. Monkeys and birds, they usually have the decency to leave some, so. Another crop of the farm are the cashews. Unfortunately, they're currently not bearing any fruits, so I can only show you the trees and some stock photos. Did you know that Palawan is a top cashew producing province in the Philippines? It's responsible for putting the Philippines at the top 10 list of countries with the highest cashew production in the world. These cashews aren't going anywhere though. There's not a lot of them, so we will probably just harvest them for consumption. When you hear the word cashew, some of you probably only think of cashew nuts. Cashew nuts are super famous around the world for a good reason. But what I'm more interested in are the cashew fruits. Unlike cashew nuts, cashew fruits don't have a long shelf life. They're very soft and fragile, so it's difficult to keep them intact during transportation. So even the locals here rarely see cashew fruits being sold at the market. It would be interesting to finally harvest the fruits though and make some juice out of them. Aside from these crops, we would also get occasional gifts from the river. For example,
Where did you find this?
Just on the river banks, two different places.
Is this legit? Is this really legit ginger?
Yeah?
No way. In the bank?
Yeah, seems like it have been washed away. It should,
Washed away?
there should be someone with a plantation
maybe.
above that lost everything.
I thought it's wild.
It's just delivering to everyone along the river.
Okay. Very clever indeed. What is that? Patola?
Yeah, much.
Where did you harvest this?
Yeah, there's plenty of them. Most of them are rotten.
Wow.
This one.
What is that? Look, it's beautiful. Let me see. It's beautiful. It looks like it's about to bloom.
here's a pineapple we planted weeks ago.
It survived.
I've been there to the mango also. It's working well. The yellow butty is blooming. It's making flowers. And
Yeah,
fruits
I will
and
check it out.
And here it's more like a windy, bad condition, rain, maybe dry sometimes.
I wouldn't call it good bad
So
condition. It's
It's more working on doing a good stem, good roots. So not going tall for now.
We're also planting fruit trees in the parts where there's little vegetation. In this part of the farm, it's all kugon grass. Kugon grass normally grows in compact and inhospitable soil. And for some unknown reason, we decided to plant some rambutans here. Bad idea.
unfortunately this one is flooded. Oh, but it's all brown. I don't know if it's gonna survive next week, but yeah. We really shouldn't plant any more in here.
We definitely have a lot to learn about farming.
The kamote is alive.
But yeah, it made a side branch. It one
Yeah.
side away. Yeah, which is better. Actually, that's my planting. That was completely stupid. It doesn't grow like that. I cannot.
How did you plant it then?
Just put it right like that. It's not like.
To be fair, we planted them with little hope that they would survive. If they live, good. If not, then we learned something. Hopefully, though, once the house is built, we would be better able to take care of them and increase their chances at survival. And speaking of the house, here it is.